Good morning, everyone, and welcome back for your energy reading and oracle forecast for this week. I haven't done one in 2 weeks due to moving and all the rest of it, but here we are back to normal. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Let's pick a card for the beginning of the week. Let's get a tarot card out just so we can see what energy we're dealing with, what energetic weather we have and how to navigate it. This one grabs my attention. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Isn't that a beautiful card? Now, if you look at this lady, she's kind of just chilling there. She's not really too stressed. She's a wealthy woman. You know, she's got her act together. And she's really not stressed about anything. So when I tune into the energy of this, it speaks of practicality, going slowly, trying not to rush anything, right? And be patient with yourself and be patient with whatever seeds you might be planting at the moment, right? I also get nurturing with this because the Queen is obviously a maternal figure. So it's time to nurture your dreams, especially to do with the material I'm hearing. Manifestation, yeah, that makes sense. We 8/8 today. It's Lionsgate portal. The potency of the Lionsgate is today. So today's the day for making wishes, for manifesting, to get your mind focused on what it is that you want next in your life, what you're wanting to create for yourself, and be patient with it. No rushing today, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some further elaboration from the wisdom of the oracle, and let's see what guidance is here for the beginning of this week. Okay, let's see what guidance is here. This one. A leg up. How appropriate, because the energy that we have today in specific really does exactly that. It gives us a leg up. It gives us a bit of a booster. It's like, in other words, it's a beautiful day. The weather is perfect to go and do whatever it is that you need to do, right? So we're definitely being helped, guided, and assisted by God, Creator, Universe, spiritual helpers, the whole lot. The energy is fabulous in the beginning of this week to give us a push forward, because I'm hearing the words coming out of a slumber. It's like we've been still, we've been frozen, we've been in a slumber now for a while, right? And now we have the opportunity to come out of that slumber, to wake up, to move forward. But now we don't have to do that entirely by ourselves. It's like the universe has our back. Yay! Okay, let's get some guidance now from the Oracle of the Unicorns, just to give us further elaboration for the beginning of this week. Let's see what guidance is here for us. This one, ooh, prosperity. A gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. So this looks really, this ties in with this here, planting the seeds in the beginning of this week, planting our financial goals, our career dreams, our business goals and things like that, because prosperity will come of it. But I'm also hearing Spirit say prosperity is not necessarily limited to money. Prosperity can come in the form of opportunity. It can come in the form of receiving an item that you've been wanting for a while. So this is about having an abundance of what you need. I'm hearing Spirit say whatever is for you is never withheld from you. Trust that, they're saying. Okay? So money is looking good for the beginning of this week. Abundance is looking good. We're being assisted. Let's be practical. Chop wood and carry water, I'm hearing. We just need to go through the simplicity of chopping wood and carrying water. And as we do that, we will always receive what we need, especially now. Okay, trust the process, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get a tarot card now for the middle of the week, for Wednesday and Thursday. Let's see, what energy do we have for Wednesday and Thursday? We have the Queen of Wands. Lots of feminine energy going on here. How awesome is this? Now, I love this card. Because if you look at her, she's sitting there, she's making magic. She's conjuring up the fires of what it is that she wants to create for herself. Now, the Wands element is the fire element. So this card is very much Leo energy, and we're in Leo at the moment, which is my favorite season. because it's my birthday month. Yay! So here we are with the Queen of Wands making magic. And also, please notice how happy she is. She's full of smiles. She's uber positive. Nothing is holding this lady back, let me tell you. Okay? So the guidance here for the middle of the week is to consciously create, consciously manifest. And they're saying when it comes to manifesting doesn't have to be hard work anymore. It's like we don't have to get out the vision boards and do the hard work. Our intention is enough. As in, if your intention is, I really would love to have this and this or do this and this. Oh, it makes me feel so happy. I really love the idea of that. And then you forget you said it. That intention, that thought process, that imagination process is enough to actually create, and manifest what it is that you want in the first place, right? And I'm also hearing confidence. It's a rising of confidence, a return of confidence in the middle of the week. And I'm hearing Spirit say, remember who you are. Remember who you are. As much as this is a feminine energy, it's not gender specific. This could be about the creatrix that's inside all of us, the feminine aspect of the creator, which is the nurturer, the giver. Not so much the provider. That's a little bit, not that woman can't provide, but you get my point, right? It's about being that powerful creatrix, the nurturer, the lover, the mother, to mother yourself. I'm hearing mother yourself in the middle of the week. Be your own parent while you're creating what it is that you're going after in your life. So this week so far looks like a really potent manifesting week. Like this is a make it happen week. I love it. I love it. It's about action, but it's also about being patient. And patience is not a virtue that us fire signs are blessed with. So we instant people, we instant manifestors. We make things happen fast. That's how we roll. But we are being advised to be patient with the process. It's like planting your garden. You don't just plant. You spend the whole day in that garden nurturing and tilling the soil. So treat your life the same way, okay? It's a life's work. It's not a day's performance, I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some guidance now from the wisdom of the oracle. What guidance is here for us today? Peace. Peace. Oh, it's going to bring us peace to step into this. Okay, as we step into this creating, manifesting, setting intentions, taking action on whatever it is that we're feeling guided to, making the magic, it brings us peace. But I'm also hearing, do what brings you the most peace. Okay, so in other words, let's say if you want a new job, a new relationship, a new baby, a new home, whatever it is that you're working to bring into your world, make the decisions that bring you the most peace. Never ever make a decision that makes you feel sick to your stomach, or it just feels that's not the right decision. The best decision to make is not the one that has the most money, or the one that has this, or the one that has that, but it's the decision that has the most peace. Okay, so let's work at manifesting this week and creating this week whatever it is that brings us peace, because peace is expensive. It's very expensive. Peace is not something that can be bought. It's a side effect of doing what we love and coming from a place of authenticity and coming from a place of the heart. Okay, let's get some elaboration from the Oracle of the Unicorns for the middle of this week. This one pops right out. Cycles. It says everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. All right, as I tune into this full moon, whenever the next full moon is, I'm hearing the word culmination, like we'll see results for our efforts around the next full moon. Let me just have a look at my diary here and see when is the next one. Oh, look at that. Friday the 12th. So it's this Friday, which is a full moon in Aquarius. And it says here the meaning of the moon is, this is an expansive moon where you can turn big dreams into reality. Don't just think about you, think about the big picture for all. How cool is that, and how apt is that? So yes, even more potency this week because of the full moon on Friday. Now, we don't feel the effects of a full moon on the day. The effects of that full moon are 3 days before, on the day, and 3 days after. So it's kind of like you got a week to basically work with that energy. So as I tune into this, we can harness the energy of this Aquarius full moon to never mind focus on whatever it is that we want, but also the collective of the all. Like, in other words, that's a good one. They're saying set intentions for peace. If we can all, as a collective this week, set intentions for peace, for all, for the collective, for all of us, for Mother Earth, because as we all know, there's all sorts of doodah going on in the world at the moment, right? So let's wish for peace, but also at the same time, this full moon on Friday has got a lot to do with what we're manifesting. So, and I'm hearing fast. So you might start seeing results for those intentions that you're setting today on Lionsgate. You might start seeing the little first leaves of life starting to come through on Friday already. You'll start seeing the beginnings of results, and that's fast. But then again, I'm also hearing my guide say, well, what did you expect? Manifestation these days is fast. So go figure. Okay, let's get some guidance now from the tarot for Friday and the weekend. What guidance is here for Friday and the weekend? The moon. You can't make this up. Okay, there's the moon. And please notice it's full. Okay. Now, this card speaks of intuition, big time. Okay, because when the sun is out, we can see very, very clearly, right? When the moon is full and the sun has gone down, things may seem obscured. In the moonlight, nothing is very, very clear. So we need to trust our intuition to guide us through, right? So I'm hearing the words heightened psychic ability. So come Friday and the weekend, you might be feeling a little bit more sensitive, but not sensitive, sensitive good, as in more aware of energy, feeling things a little bit deeper and a little bit more than what you normally would, right? But then again, in fairness, during a full moon, our intuitive abilities are heightened. And a lot of the times we can feel a bit odd. That's where the word lunacy, lunatic comes from. Comes from Luna, the moon. Okay, so trust your intuition Friday and the weekend. Tune into how you're feeling and trust those initial gut instincts, because let me tell you, they're never wrong. Trust your gut always to guide you, to lead you. So even though you're manifesting things and you're creating things and you're setting intentions now with this Lionsgate portal and you're going forward, you might not know where it's leading you, okay? And that's okay. We don't have to know, right? But let your intuition, your inner GPS guide you and show you what your next steps should be on that path. Okay, let's get some elaboration now from the wisdom of the oracle. These two are grabbing my attention here. These two kind of came out together. It says, truth be told, an unfinished symphony. Okay, so this is about something unfinished. Something unfinished popping up over the weekend. Okay, so this could be words left unsaid. This could be old relationships or old situations rearing their head. And they do that for the purpose of healing, for the purpose of showing us maybe how far we've come. Also for the purpose of repair. In other words, let's say an old friend fell off the planet a couple of years back and now he or she comes out the woodwork and you restart the friendship. It's an example, okay, of something unfinished, but it also gives you the opportunity this time to speak your truth, to say what you mean, to mean what you say, whereas maybe before you didn't have the opportunity to do so. So this weekend, be sure to be trusting your intuition. Let it lead you through the seeming dark and uncertainty that's there. Speak your truth, be real and honest with the people around you about what you're thinking and feeling. And as unfinished things come to the surface, come at those situations from the new version of you, not the old version of you, the new you, the evolved you, the better you that you've become on the other side of this. Remember I said in the beginning, we're coming out of like a cocoon, like a deep freeze, like a deep pause. We're emerging from that. And they're likening this to like a cocoon. We've all been in a cocoon, still and dark and depressed even, and just in an ugly place. But we had to be there for the purpose of healing, right? Now we're coming out of that cocoon as butterflies and new and more empowered than what we've ever been. And now we're going to be given opportunities to exercise that. Okay, so an old situation is going to come around again, but it doesn't mean we have to react in the same old way that we did before. Now we get to react and respond differently as the new version of ourselves. Brilliant. Okay, let's get some elaboration now from the Oracle of the Unicorns. You know, you cannot make this up. Partnership. It says teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Weren't we just talking about relationships? Okay, so this is really going to come to the fore this weekend, but I'm also hearing the word clarity. So as those unfinished situations come up, we'll clearly see, you know, who belongs in our world now and who doesn't, right? And if we choose to clear out the old, you know, old relationships or what have you, they will automatically be replaced by new when you are good and ready for it. Remember, the universe does not like a void. Okay, where there's an empty space, the universe will always fill it. So very relationship orientated weekend this feels like. All right, good. Okay, now, so interesting week. Now let's finish it off as we always do with the Gateway of Light activation, and let's get a card out that sums up this week quite nicely for us. That'll give us some guidance, please, for this week. This one. I'm sure we had this before. Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking, recalling power. Is that not what this week is about with Lionsgate? Okay, let us read out the meaning. Let me just find it. So sorry. I will find it eventually. Okay, it says here, you can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to you, realize that you have a huge part to play. We are powerful manifestors, remember that. Recall your power. Realize that you are part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader that you were born to be, which is very Leo, very lion energy. It doesn't matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you've been having recently. If you've been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of light, or sensing that you're being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you are receiving downloads from heaven. Spirit is with you. How beautiful. How absolutely beautiful. So this week feels like, again, like I said, it's like we're taking our power back. We've come out of that slumber. We've come out of the cocoon. We're waking up and realizing, oh, hello. Now I'm taking charge of my life. I've grown, I've evolved, I've shed a skin. I'm completely different now. I've just gone through another evolutionary leap. Here I am, the more upgraded version of myself, and now I'm taking my life with both hands now. Now I'm going to bring this into my world, or that situation into my world, or that partnership into my world, or I'm going to be tackling all of that very differently to how the old me would have done it. And as a result, I trust my intuition and going forward, I trust myself. I realize I'm not a passive victim deposited here on planet Earth. I'm actually a very powerful, very sovereign being, and I'm taking my life with both hands, and I trust my intuition to guide me as my GPS to get there, right? And as old situations come up, like they tend to come up on repeated situations from before, now I have the power and the wisdom to tackle them from my more evolved self rather than the person that I was before, if that makes sense. So it feels like that's what this week is about. So there you go. I hope that helps you, and I hope that you take something useful away from that. And once again, thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have an amazing week. Sending you all so much love.